Hello everyone, Jeff back for part 2 of my Bioshock Infinite Collectibles guide, and we are going to get up to Shantytown. This will be part 2 of 4. So we're picking up right where we left off when you wake up on the beach. This is in the first section of the beach. There's going to be a voxophone back under that cart. And then once you come inside and come around this corner, there's going to be, there we go, a kinetiscope. Alright, now once you've gathered up Elizabeth and you're inside, this is one of the first hallways as you make your way upstairs. This back room is going to have a voxophone down in that little tub. And now just beyond that, in the arcade, past the arcade, on the other set of hallways, is going to be a kinetoscope set against this far window. And then in one of the bathrooms there's going to be a voxophone right here. And there we go.
As a boy, I had a dog named Bill.
Alright, now this is soon after as you try and get the ticket and you start a battle. Once you've killed everyone, you could successfully get a voxophone, or safely get, I should say, in that back room right there. And then you probably noticed behind the guy that's selling the tickets that there is a infusion. So now you come back here, kill that guy, and get the infusion.
If she I suspect they will give us to the bird, and whatever pieces it leaves behind will be.
Alright, now up here we're going to go down the stairs on that back left door. And there's going to be a voxophone in this little cubbyhole. Alright, moving right along. This is now once we are outside. We've just arrived from coming up the gondola. Now we use the telescope before we go inside because it is a transfer to the next area. Alright, now once we are inside, there's going to be a bunch of collectibles here. Over to the over to the left. You're going to need Elizabeth to pick the lock.
Got a lock, needs picking.
And it's only one lock pick, so it's not too bad. Now there's going to be an infusion right here.
Perfect.
And in this back room, in that little locker safe area, is a voxophone. Alright, now on the other side of that main room, where we turn to the left, now on the right side by like the sort of diorama, is a kinetoscope.
Yes, Mr. DeWitt.
Call me Booker.
Alright, now once we are out on the boardwalk, there's going to be, so once you come under like the big name of the boardwalk, turn left, and turn left again, and you'll run right into this kinetoscope. It's also by this ice cream shop, which we're now going to go inside. And on this table is our next voxophone.
It was common knowledge below.
Yes, I got
Still out in the boardwalk, now on the other side, the far end from where we came in, there's going to be a bookstore. If you watch my playthrough, this is where I accidentally killed someone. Started fighting the whole town. But there's going to be a voxophone up there on that little balcony. Or little raised area. Alright, now this is once you've gone up the elevator and are now heading toward the Hall of Heroes. This is once you're inside by the first George Washington. To this back left door, you're going to have Elizabeth again pick the lock. And you're going to come back toward the entrance. There's going to be a turret. So just take that out. I'm playing on easy, as you could tell. I'm just standing there shooting it. But there's our next voxophone. Alright, now we're trying to get up to Hall of Heroes. But this is where you first got the bucking bronco and there's a bunch of people. After you finish that fight, come in the big building to the left. There's going to be a voxophone.
Got a tip there were contraband guns hidden in the fellow.
Now, we are going to head back. I guess I could have done this in a different order too, but you might want to start with this other building first. That might make more sense, because you have to come back to that other building. So, if you come in this building, which would be on the right side once you initially enter the area, there's going to be a code book in that cannon, which is going to be for side quest. There's going to be this kinetiscope on the bottom floor, and then there's going to be a voxophone, I believe, on the top floor. I don't remember if it's an infusion or... no, there we go. Voxophone. Alright, but now we have the code book, so we're able to go back across to the other building and come back to the bathrooms. This is the first bathroom. Elizabeth has to be here to trigger this, and she's going to talk about the symbols, and now we have the book that we got from that cannon, so she's going to decipher it, and it's going to be a slight riddle about tipping a hat. And conveniently enough, in the very next bathroom is the hat. So you tip it forward, and that opens this secret area, which is going to have an infusion and a voxophone. There's a voxophone on the table. And over here to the right is our next infusion. There's also a lot of ammo and RPG. Alright, so now we have gone up. After clearing the way, we've gone up the rail to the Hall of Heroes, or at least we're almost there. But on the landing, there's going to be these sitting gondolas, and in the frontmost one there's going to be a voxophone. Alright, now right before we enter the Hall of Heroes, come over here to the right, and there's going to be a kinetiscope. This is just after another battle, right outside. Alright, now just inside of the Hall of Heroes, over to the left by this machine, come in the door to the right, and there will be a voxophone on the table.
They'll call us assassin.
Alright, now just in the next room, after a long conversation with the general, you could finally go in this back room where some enemies came out of, and in the back half of this room is going to be an infusion. Alright, now after you've already done the two themed areas and are now in how Comstock rewrote the General's history, you're in the rooms after that. There's going to be a voxophone in this fancy room on the right. And now, this is just a little bit beyond that. There's going to be a couple different kinetiscopes. There's one on the other side of the door over here, is number 2, and then number 3 will be right through these doors. So you see this is where it's dark. So we're heading toward trying to get Shock Jockey. Alright, and now we have come back. We just finished the battle out here where he keeps sending wave after wave of troops. The first wave he sends out comes from this door, so when you go in that door, once the battle's over, to make sure it's safe, there's going to be a voxophone, and then hard to make out is an infusion in this toolbox. I missed that in my first playthrough for sure.
How do you do that?
Alright, now we are we've just made our way back to the boardwalk from the Hall of Heroes, and now we have the electric power. So, right off to the left, once you've returned to the boardwalk, jump on the rail and land on the first place you can. Use the shock ability to open this door, and in the bedroom is going to be a voxophone. Alright, now we have just come up the gondola to get to the airship, so we finished the battle on the boardwalk, we've come up. Now before you trigger the cutscene, be sure to pick up this infusion. So don't go to the left and start setting the coordinates yet, be sure to do that. Alright, now this is after Elizabeth knocked you out and the Vox Populi told you to get weapons. You start on Fink's boardwalk, or ship area. So come in the building to the left, and there's going to be that voxophone between two desks. Now further along, you're pursuing Elizabeth. She just opened the tear, and she was taken by the police. You can come around to the one desk here and get a voxophone. Now, a little bit beyond that, we're pursuing her. We just battled some of the police. On the bottom floor, you have to go upstairs to pursue her. On the bottom floor, you come inside, and there are these jail cells, and you can get an infusion if you reach through the bars, I guess. Now, we just had that cutscene with the handyman, and this is where you end up. You have to go in that building, but first come over here, back toward the gondola, and there's going to be a telescope. Alright, now inside of the building are going to be a bunch of collectibles in a row. So, that's where you come in, you see that gold statue, so off to the left is this kinetiscope. Now, making our way past that and around, in the office is going to be a voxophone, right here. There's also a lockpick. You might want to pick up that lockpick if it's there. I'm not sure about other difficulties because you're going to have to use one over here on this door. And inside of the room we're going to open up is going to be an infusion on a desktop.
Illegally. Let's look for another way in.
So there, I couldn't use it for a while because she was talking related to the main story, so you have to wait that out. You might have to do that as well. Alright, but now we're able to come in, and there we go, an infusion on the desk. Once I stop searching the desk. Alright, just a couple more. So this is downstairs. We're trying to find the service elevator to use. And in that room with the service elevator, in the guy's locker, is a voxophone. And now finally, once we've used that elevator and we've arrived in Finkton, we've just battled some police. This is the back corner of the right road when you arrive. And in that back corner is going to be a voxophone. Alright, that does it for part 2. Hope that helped, and thank you for watching.